Hello, I'm the Jordan, your coach of the Virginia Viking. Welcome to the VBL-S playoffs. Let's do this. I'm against the Great British Blastoises, coached by Hawkeye Ben. Ben went 6-2 in the regular season, and one of his only 2 losses was me, in perhaps my least convincing win of the season. Had to rely on some wacky surprises like pledge moves and an ally switching Iron Defense Bronzong to get through. But if we're going to beat this terror of a team again, we're going to need to change it up. Ben's the team I was most wrong about in the power rankings. I put it near the bottom, but Ben has shown everybody that if you have well-placed aggression, the opponent is never off their back foot, and you can just steamroll a lot of games. But our strategy this week is to fight aggression with aggression, to try to overwhelm Ben and play their game. I feel the build-up a bit on these playoffs. This is my 5th draft league and my 4th time making playoffs, but a championship so far has proved elusive. I've lost in the finals, I've lost in the top 8, and I've lost in the semifinals most recently with the SPS league. I'm happy to have made playoffs. I did not last year in this league, but hopefully this is our year. This is not my scariest team. I think my SPS league was my best team ever, but hopefully I am the best coach I have ever been, and we'll be able to pull out a win. I'm actually pretty confident in my strategy this week against Ben. The interesting thing about a matchup in which you have a clear weakness is it's easier to know where your opponent's likely to target, which is your clear weakness. Ben's got a faster team than me, there's no doubt about it. Tapu Koko's faster than all of my mons. In Sand, Stoutland and Dracozolt get double speed, so they're faster than everything I've got going on. Sceptile gets double speed. Persian and Gengar can do fast Icy Winds. So from Ben's perspective, all he needs to do is keep pace with my speed control, keep pace with my Icy Winds or Electro Web, and he should be able to keep going first. I didn't even try to fight Ben on traditional speed control last time around. I used Trick Room and I used the Swamp. But this time around we have Magneton, and I'm hoping to seize speed control and never let go of it. Choice Scarf Magneton hits 201. I used this Pokemon virtually the same way 3 weeks ago because there was another Mon that maxed out at 200, and the ability to go first and cut their speed. Virtually everything Ben's trying to lead is in this range that I can jump over with a Magneton Electro Web. Rillaboom is the primary recipient this week for this early momentum. It's the primary offense and the primary max threat this week. Rillaboom is holding a weakness policy. I think everyone who's played VGC in the past year or two know the potency of weakness policy plus Dynamax, but I think it's particularly excellent here because I've never maxed Rillaboom, I've never had to carry a weakness policy, so Ben can calc lots of things that OHKO regular Rillaboom, but against max Rillaboom, you're just giving me my weakness policy. Rillaboom's got great coverage for Ben's team. High horsepower turns into max Quake, which hit 5 of these guys super effectively, and gives me special defense boosts, which are really good for surviving these lead mons that are mostly special attackers. Max Darkness off of Knockoff hits both of Ben's Trick Room setters super effectively, so I'm going to be seizing the speed control in fast mode and then shutting down his ability to set Trick Room. The combination of a strong special Electro Web and a strong physical Rillaboom max move, it's immediate offensive pressure that should OHKO or get through either of the Trick Room setters. The calcs are hard to argue with on this one. They crush Gengar, they crush Koko, particularly in combination with Magneton Electro Webs. They do a ton of damage if any of them decide to max, and I survive anything that Ben could reasonably do on turn 1, like even a Life Orb, Sigilyph, Max Airstream. We're doing okay. So there's a couple of things that I can think of that I don't see why Ben would do it on turn 1, game 1, but he could adjust to game 2, which might pose a problem for me. Persian Fake Out is a challenge. Stoutland Intimidate and Charm can cut Rillaboom's attack, also Sceptile Breaking Swipe, but I've also got mix-ups here. I can Protect with Rillaboom, get my weakness policy procced easily. I can Protect plus Screech, so I can prepare some defense drops and then Grassy Glide them. I can get 1 turn of Electro Web with a Protect, and then I'm faster than the Sand Rushers for turn 2. So he's got mix-ups, but so do we, and I think we have a really strong strategy. Often I'm going plan A, plan B, plan C, and I'm going to look at what he's bringing, but I can't imagine a scenario in which I don't just lead this because it checks so much of what Ben's trying to do. Maybe on we have some alternatives for game 2. but this is my plan for game 1 in 90% of the time. Rillaboom is killer number 1 this week, but anything that Rillaboom leaves still alive, probably weakened down to low health, Entei can definitely clean up. Entei benefits from the same speed control that Magneton's been providing, should go first, and has a ground move for a lot of Ben's team. Sacred Fire is good against everything, and then if for some reason Ben still has speed control, then I have a priority move, Extreme Speed, to clean it up. Entei's bulky, Entei's powerful, Entei's fast. Can do it all, my MVP of the season. I've calced for one specific case in which Ben can outspeed me, which is Unburdened Sceptile. Even a weakness policy, Max Quake, Entei's doing alright, and it OHKOs in return. So these two is really, really good. And also, Inner Focus, it makes me immune to Intimidate. Stoutland's Intimidate is one of the only ways I can think of to stop Rillaboom, so we've got some complementary offense going on here. Clefable is our support mon in the back. Sometimes it's Inteleon, sometimes it's Clefable. And Clefable fills the unique role of cutting their offense with Charm. These physical attackers, Steelix and Gigalith, are the ones that I can't push through right away because they're so bulky, but cutting their offense in half seems really excellent. Clefable is super bulky this week, surviving Steelix Heavy Slam and Gengar Sludge Bomb. There's virtually nothing that OHKOs Clefable on Ben's side of the field. And if he tries to taunt, I've got the Mental Herb this week to keep on redirecting and giving these guys more chances to clean up. Hitmonlee's on the team again. I think it's a pretty niche mon, but it's had a run of good weeks and interesting ways that I can make use of this guy. If Ben is able to see speed control, which again I know should be difficult, but I'm prepared just in case. Hitmonlee in grassy terrain is 294 speed. That's faster than Coco, that's faster than the Sand Rushers, it's faster than everything, and so I should be able to fake out the fake outer, and if he brings Persian, I should be able to coach up both these guys and help them survive Steelix and Gigalith, and then it does solid damage on its own as well. A close combat is an OHKO on Stoutland, unless he intimidates me. But Stomping Tantrum is an OHKO on Gengar or close to it. So solid damage and immediate super speed. That's another good role for Hitmonlee. Finally, Inteleon. Inteleon does a lot of little things I think can round out the team in different situations. Ice Shard allows me to self-proc Rillaboom's weakness policy, so after it's triggered as a surprise turn 1, maybe I hide Inteleon in the back turn 2. He pushes through Magneton, tries to ignore the Rillaboom, but then I just give myself the double offense. Icy Wind can help me maintain speed control if Magneton goes down to a fake out or something. Light Screen to help against these special attackers, and Scald is good damage as always. So I feel pretty confident this week. I feel more confident than the average week. Now watch as Ben brings a random Choice Scarf, just assuming that I'm bringing a Choice Scarf, or he brings something that I couldn't even possibly think about. Who knows? This is a crazy game and part of why I love it, but you will see the match in just a couple of seconds. Okay. Are we rolling? We're rolling. And we have Stoutland, no Persian. We have Sceptile. We have Dracozolt this time, which brings fire moves, which I don't love. A lot to think about here. Okay. So, the presence of Stoutland and Dracozolt means Sand Rush is a strong possibility. Gengar is the only possible Trick Room setter. I need to be prepared for Gengar. Right now, it's between the main lead, Rillaboom, Magneton, and Rillaboom Hitmonlee. I think Rillaboom Magneton just has to be our plan A. Yep. Dracozolt. I don't like Sash and Inteleon as much because Sand. So maybe Entei Clefable this time around. No Steelix. So just got to get the read right between Protect Rillaboom and Max Rillaboom. So are mainly my two options on turn 1. Against Dracozolt, I think I Protect, try to bait a Max Airstream. The same thing with Coco. Coco Dracozolt. Very extreme. I get the feeling that one of these two is going to max airstream at me, so I protect and I electroweb. It's probably not volt absorb, it's probably hustle, so I should be okay to do this. Yep, there's the max airstream, right? So we trade speed control. Okay, that was a good turn 1 for us. Trading speed control. And now we should OHKO the Coco, the Life Orb Coco. We have to. We can't not. So if the max guard's good read, I don't know if it has the ability to do that, but we'll see. Good. We got that KO. Let's do this. So we have now Sand Rush. I wonder if I need to max guard, because otherwise I eat a Dracozolt attack. Bolt Beak. I don't think Dracozolt can KO me. I mean, maybe it can do a fire move, but I've got a... it's usually special fire moves, and I've got a Spadef boost. I think we hit the Dracozolt next, the more immediate threat. Wow. Not very effective Bolt Beak. Gets through Magneton. I mean, we're still okay. Rillaboom is taking control at the moment. Stoutland in the back. Gengar. Probably not Sceptile. Let's maybe keep Rillaboom around. Keep Entei hidden. Sceptile. So it's got Grassy Glide, but generally not that scared. If it's special Sceptile to address the fact that he couldn't beat Iron Defense Bronzong last time, then I'm okay. Because what's he gonna do against my double special defense? He has not protected yet, but I can charm. I can charm the this guy. Probably am fine. Let's just charm it. Simpler. Simpler is better. 3 KOs for Rillaboom. Let's do this. Looks like a convincing win here. What's he supposed to adjust to? I really don't know. Might be a 4-0. Or a 4-0 for Rillaboom specifically. Magneton did go down for the cause, but was very worth it. Did exactly what it was supposed to do. Let's go into game 2. I like to preemptively adjust because I like to show multiple game plans, put myself in a better position for game 3. Gengar is likely coming. I have revealed Max Quake. So what exactly are you supposed to do here? If he's got a surprise Scarfer, I think he's got to try to lead Sand Rush. And I don't really have anything that does better against that. I can try the Screech variant. He's got to lead Sand Rush, so I think it's the same plan. Hitmonlee's good here, too. So Gengar's coming. Gengar's coming. It's such a physical Coco, physical Dracozolt, probably physical, at least somewhat. Physical Gigalith. So maybe Hitmonlee's the adjustment, but I don't need to make an adjustment yet. I'm just thinking and overthinking. What's Entei beat from a matchup perspective? It just hits everything super effectively, but also takes super effective damage. I think it's still okay. Let's not overthink it. It worked. We thought it was gonna work, and it's worked so far. He can adjust, but how is he gonna, unless he's got a Scarf? Like Sand Rush gives him 1 turn to be faster than Scarf Magneton. but I'm not going to commit to maxing Rillaboom here. The Screech variant from Magneton is pretty effective if he leads like Gigalith, Dracozolt, Gigalith Stoutland. So I dodge Charms here. So it's Sand Rush. It did not intimidate me, so it's Sand Rush. So I dodge... Stoutland Charm is what he wants. Very likely. So I dodge it by protecting, and then I Screech the Gigalith. Unless I just like miss the Screech. There's the Charm. Okay. And he committed to maxing, which is really, really good. So I think Max Overgrowth is an OHKO here, unless it's absolute max Fizdef Gigalith. I think... So all he can do is, he can Charm me first. So I think I go for the Grassy Glide. And if I die for it, then Entei can clean up. Grassy Glide, and then a second Screech so that Entei can definitely clean it up. Grassy Glide, Screech on this guy. Yeah, okay, so I didn't want to double up into the Max Guard. Okay, so he did what he was supposed to do. Has the Max Guard. But now I need to Screech him again. And so right now we're wasting his Dynamax, and we can still finish this out with Entei. Get that second Screech. Okay, so we burn the Max. So he's not likely double switching here. He's probably switching the Gigalith because it's as good as dead. You can switch into Dracozolt because it would resist the Grassy Glide. I think I want another Screech on whatever comes in. There we go. Dang, that was pretty disappointing. I don't see why we need to change this up. Well, maybe I do. Protect switch? Just... It's so risky. Can he finish it? With the Bolt Beacon Electric Terrain. Okay. So he's got 3 Mons, 3 ground weaknesses. If he switches into Gigalith, I hit him with a Quake, it doesn't do enough, and I think I need a, just in case he switches into Gigalith here. Bolt Beak's gonna do a ton of damage. Real shame. So now I KO the Dracozolt. I go before the Gigalith, but not the Stoutland. All physical attackers except for yeah, so he's got a really good anti-physical game plan here. Wow. Yeah, Charm's just so good. Definitely the right move. It's gonna be a really tricky one. I'm gonna try to give Magneton some boosts. No, let's do a Spadef drop. I know I need to do max damage in case it's a switch here. think he wants the second charm. Max Quake's a fine max move here. Oh man, that KO'd. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna need to adjust a lot. So Magneton is now officially useless. Yeah, and I've lost this game. Okay. He can't body press. It'll cut his defense. Yeah. Dang. Okay, so my threats are physical. I need to add Inteleon into the mix. Coco reveals Grass Knot, a mixed Coco. Okay, so we see Throat Chop, Iron Head. So Steel, Rock, Ground, and Guard. Could be Iron Defense. No, probably not Iron Defense. Grassy Glide, Throat Chop. Okay. Big game 3. I really have to improvise. What can I do to remove the Stoutland? Alright. We're gonna try to seize speed control in the mid-game. We're so weak to Stoutland Charm. We're incredibly weak to it, but we have the lead to counter it. Big risk. Big risk. Let's try it. So Protect, there could be a Charm and a Max Airstream are both possible here. I no longer have priority on Grassy Glide because Ben very smartly switched in Electric Terrain. I try to remove it with the Close Combat here. I'm the fastest one on the field, faster than double speed Stoutland. Let's finish off this Stoutland. Oh, Choppleberry, but we are very strong Hitmonlee. We have max attack, and we get the weakness policy, but we don't go first, so we're a bit of a stuck Rillaboom here against a very fast Coco. If it is absolute max speed, it can be a 300 now. So it's super strong. It totally KOs me here, so I think I have to let it die, because what else can I do? So if it is absolute max speed, then it'll get past 294. It'll go first. It'll give Drake his little speed boost. So it's basically the game. Does he go absolute max speed? He really shouldn't need to, but in this very specific case, he does. And I have 15 seconds to decide what the hell I'm going to do. Protect is my only option, I think. Protect Coaching. So we get some damage. Bolt Beat KOs everything. Breaking Swipe. Dracozolt is just a ridiculous mon. So now Alright, looks like we've lost this one. Just see speed control right at the end there. Well, not right at the end. Unless I extreme speed. But extreme speeding would be not maxing. I have to max to live, but if I max, then I don't get to go first, which means I don't get to live. Oh, GG. It was a good season. Had to go for it. Great Coco switch in. Great Coco Dracozolt combo. And the only time he has ever brought Protect on Coco. So, correct prep, correct adjustments. So is this like a choice band? It's gotta be a choice band. It's a choice band, that's why it's so unbearably strong. Get 1 KO for Magneton, why not? Best of luck in the semi-finals. Okay. A lot to unpack here. Choice Band Dracozolt in sand. Could we have stuck to our guns? Scarf Mag was heat, Ben says. Almost was heat. If we had stuck to our guns with Scarf Magneton, but Scarf Magneton exposed me to Stoutland. Stoutland was the one problem in the Rillaboom sweep. He adjusted to it game 2. We adjusted to something that beat Stoutland but couldn't beat the rest of the team, which is Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee did a good job. No complaints. But you know, I'm proud of the performance. Honestly, this is not our year. This is not the team that was going to win the championship in my opinion. But it was a fun year in which I learned a lot. So I'm going to be on break. I've got the next season of SPS in, a month or more than that? A month and a bit. But until then, I'm going to enjoy my August. I'm going to try not to over-focus on analysis and try to get outside and feel the warmth on my skin. Thank you all for watching. This concludes the VBL-S Season 3 Draft League from my perspective, though I'll be cheering on Ben and the other winners in the semifinals and finals. Looking forward to that. Take care, everybody.